So we got the pumpkins and candles, and I'm wearing brown. You know what that means. So today I'm going to be talking you through my fall TBR, autumn TBR, but it's just strictly fantasy. So I'm just going to be telling you about them, and if you've read any of them, let me know. Let me know in the comments and which one I should do first. I mean, there's a couple on here that are like really like popular right now, and I probably should read them first. But I'm a mood reader at heart, so we'll see if I get around to them. So firstly, we'll start with the newest book that I picked up, One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake. I mean, this is so stunning. And not only the front cover, but inside, these beautiful illustrations. And they are literally all throughout the book. I mean, look. Wow. If you didn't know, this is based off of like Romeo and Juliet, but like a retelling. I think they're both like witch, wizard, warlock? What do you call male wizards? Anyway, witches, magical powers, that kind of thing, to obviously rivaling families. Obviously it's Romeo and Juliet, so it's a love story, but I also think it's set in like modern day New York or something. So it's written like a play, I'll show you. Written in acts and scenes. Act 2. So I'm really excited to read this. I literally picked it up the other day because it was £4 off at Waterstones. Next on my list is carrying on with the Caraval series. I read the first one in July. I just am yet to pick up the next one. Not someone, I mean, I say this, I'm not someone that normally likes to just carry on with a series straight away because I like to savor it, especially if it's a good one. Did kind of like consecutively read the Shatterby series, but they were just so short. I was obsessed. But this I want to take a little bit longer because I do love Stephanie Garber, and I'm actually going to meet her in October. I'm so excited. We're going to me and my friend are going to the Curse for True Love book signing, talk, chat thing in Piccadilly, I think it is, in London, and I'm so excited. I literally am so excited. It's basically a world kind of revolved around this game. I think only it's very rare to get a ticket to this game, and you can either be a watcher or a player. We're following Scarlet in the first book. Yeah, I'm not going to say anymore because obviously I think there's quite a big cliffhanger at the end of the first one, so I won't spoil anything more. It's very magical. It's very Stephanie Garber, like fairy tale vibes rather than like high stake fantasy and politics and things like that. It's just very fairy tale. That's the only way I can describe it, so I'm really excited to carry on this series. Next up is What Lies Beyond the Veil. I picked this up in the works a couple of months ago. The cover is just stunning. So in this book we follow Estrella, I think that's how you say the name, and she was like, I think in like supposed to be in an arranged marriage. It's got the Fae in it, which always is good and fun. She escapes the marriage, runs away, and obviously she's now on high alert. People are trying to look for her, and she runs into a mysterious guy. It just sounds like a really fun romantasy, and that is literally my favorite genre at the moment. I can't stop reading it. Next up is Threads That Bind. This is something I picked up in Waterstones not knowing anything about, and I actually just saw that Fairy Loot, I don't know if it's a new edition that they're coming out with, obviously for like one of their special editions of this. And this is about someone that she can see threads, I think they're like life threads, see them when I don't think anyone else can. So it's like a fantasy murder mystery. I think she witnesses like this murder. I think she follows the threads of life to try and find who it was that killed this person. I mean, again, wow, so stunning. And the Fairy Loot version is so good as well. Next up is one that I'm sure a lot of you heard about and read about, or even read, Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Is it Lauren or Laura? By Lauren Roberts. I'm actually currently just over 100 pages into this, and so far I'm loving it, but I'm putting it on my TBR because obviously I haven't finished it, so I can't give you a review. Again, picked this up in the works, I think it's like £5, £6, so I was like, snatch that. It's an enemies to lovers, I believe. Kind of giving Hunger Games at the moment because they're like competing in this trial, but I think you can die, but I don't think the aim is to like kill everybody else. That's as far as I know so far. Basically, it's set in like a world where everybody has these like some sort of special abilities. If you didn't have a special ability, so I think they're called like the ordinaries, you were banished and I think murdered. Following Payden, who is an ordinary, and she meets the prince whose job is to actually eradicate all of the ordinaries. So we'll see. It seems like they're getting on quite well at the moment. Next up is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. And this is like set in a school. I think it's actually set in Yale, and this person is sent to oversee what they called the secret societies. I think there ends up being a murder or something like that, so again it's like a murder mystery, I think, but it's also like magic involved, because I think it says something here about forbidden magic raising the dead. So obviously there's a bit of a mystery going on here, and I just heard really good things. To be fair, I've heard things that like people either really like it or they really don't, and I don't see the hype about it. I did read Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo as well. I found her writing really, I don't know, like poetic, is that the right word? It took me a little while to get into it, and I don't know if that was the story or if it was the writing, but obviously I'll give this a try and we'll see. Also, can you see the snake? Oh my god, it's like holographic. Last but not least, because everybody and their mum has read this book, I feel like, apart from me, Fourth Wing. So I probably don't need to speak about this too much because you all know probably what it is. Well, I know, actually, I barely know anything about this book apart from enemies to lovers, dragons. That's it. I'm finally gonna read it. I'd love to say I've been saving it purposefully for autumn. I haven't. I don't know what it is. I can't bring myself to read it. I'm really nervous to. Someone help me, because why? I just keep avoiding it. I'm like, next I'm gonna read Fourth Wing. Next I'm gonna read Fourth Wing when I read this book. Have I read it? No. But it's on my TBR, so I am gonna read it this season. So those are all the books on my fall autumn TBR. Let me know which one I should read next. Obviously I'm reading Powerless right now. Let me know which one I should read next. I bet a lot of you are gonna say Fourth Wing. Let me know what's on your full TBR and any that I should add. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.